from a real estate agent that Paleologos had been looking at properties in the Hollywood Hills in those days surrounding the murder. Well, one of the homes he viewed was on Skyline Drive. That home was about 200 yards from where Kristi's body was found.
It's likely that they met, and at some point he isolated her, possibly on Skyline Drive. Things got out of hand, and it progressed from there to kidnapping.
I do believe that the moment that she realized she was not in a good situation, that there was some sort of altercation. I've been told from the coroner's office there was a severe blow to the head.
He assaulted her, asphyxiated her, threw her body in a ravine. Her hands were bound, her feet were bound, and she had been exposed to the elements probably for close to 2 weeks.
So we had no fingerprints, we had no DNA. We didn't have much of anything at the scene.
Because there was no forensic evidence that could link Victor Paleologus to this murder. It was going to depend largely on circumstantial evidence.
The challenge we faced in prosecuting Victor Paleologus is we didn't have a single eyewitness that put Paleologus with Kristi Johnson. We lacked any of your classic CSI-type physical evidence.
Still, when the case went to trial in July 2006, the prosecution sought the death penalty.
Mr. Paleologus's case was simple. He didn't do it. That was the defense. So, I have always been amazed. Either Victor Paleologus is the perfect killer, the smartest killer, or he didn't do it. Because they didn't have any scientific evidence. What else? We don't have an eyewitness.
But Victor's past came back to haunt him.
And after hearing one after another of these women who had the same type of encounter with him, it was just really clear to me and to everyone in the courtroom that the killer was sitting right there.
Nearly 3 weeks into the trial, out of the blue, Paleologus copped a deal. By pleading guilty to first-degree murder, Victor escaped the death penalty.
The most important thing for me was to keep this person away from society at large so our society could be safe.
But it wasn't over. Victor did a 180. At his sentencing, Paleologus presented the judge with an 11-page handwritten letter stating that he wanted to withdraw his guilty plea.
The judge correctly denied that motion and sentenced the defendant.
It's pretty obvious that this is not somebody who displays any consciousness or is capable of admitting any truth.
After years of massaging the system, career criminal Victor Paleologus was finally dealt a long-term prison sentence. In September 2006, Paleologus received 25 years to life for the murder of Kristi Johnson.
You absolutely have to acknowledge the fact that, yes, this was a very refined predator criminal, and he was going to get his victim.